All right, so ladies, I have to bust your bubble a little bit. And I want you to get upset with me when I tell you this, but it's absolutely true that about 99.999% of what you learned in the beauty salon and from your mama and grandmama and aunties about men is absolutely false, okay? Because they told you mistakenly that the quickest way to a man's heart is either one of three ways. Maybe they said that the quickest way to a man's heart is through good food. And although men love food, there are a whole bunch of women out there that are cooking great meals for men that don't love them. Food is wonderful, we love to eat, but that does not guarantee, good food does not guarantee that we're gonna fall in love with you. Maybe you heard that the quickest way to a man's heart is through good sex. And ladies, we love good sex. We love sex. Sex is amazing. It's wonderful. But let me tell you something. Men know how to separate emotion from sex. A man can have sex with a woman that he doesn't even like. Okay, so sex is not the quickest way to a man's heart. Or maybe you were told that the quickest way to a man's heart is beauty. And so you've spent a lot of time prettying yourself up and getting yourself aesthetically pleasing. But again, men love beautiful women. We love beautiful women. But there are a whole lot of beautiful women out there that cannot catch a man. So what is the quickest way to a man's heart? Let me tell you. 2 words. Respect and support. If a man has a woman that genuinely respects him, respects his position as a man, respects his ability to make decisions, then he's gonna love her. I was talking to a really good friend of mine a while back, and she's strictly a friend, and she was talking to me about her aspirations to buy a Range Rover. And she was saying one day she's gonna buy a Range Rover and it's gonna be great. But she's not going to get it yet because she's not married, she doesn't have any kids, and if she bought it now, it would just be a status symbol, and she wasn't into all that. And she said, but as soon as I get married and as soon as I have some kids, I'm going to get my Range Rover. And then she said something that really, really, really perked my ears up. She said, I'm going to get my Range Rover after I get married and after I have kids, as long as my husband allows me. Fellas, can you feel me on this? Now, when I heard her say that, she is strictly a friend. Totally platonic. But I thought to myself, she is going to make some man, extremely lucky one day. Because it's not that she can't go out and get the Range Rover on her own. She can. She makes enough money to. And it's not that she's powerless or she's in subjugation underneath her husband. That's not the case. It's just what she's saying is that she respects her future husband enough to defer to him before she purchases a big ticket item. Respect. We go crazy for it. Second thing, support. If you look at any major professional team out there, let's take basketball for example. You look on the sidelines, you'll see a group of ladies called cheerleaders rooting the men on. Now these cheerleaders serve 2 purposes. Number 1, they're eye candy. Okay, and they attract men to the games. But number 2, they provide moral support to the fellas on the court. Because these cheerleaders don't just cheer when the men are winning. But they cheer whether the men are winning by 30 points or if they're losing by 30. Even if they're horribly losing, these women still cheer with as much zeal and vigor and excitement as if the men were winning by 30 points. Every man wants a cheerleader. Every man wants a woman that's going to support him, root him on, whether he's winning, whether he's losing. And women, you do a great job cheering your man on, when he's winning, but he really needs it when he's losing, when he's struggling, and when he's having a difficult time. So again, the quickest way to a man's heart, it's not sex, it's not beauty, it's not food. 2 things. Respect a man, support a man, and he'll love you with all that's within him. I'm Isaiah. And I just told you the truth. Peace out.